Today I wanted to do an update on my dendrobiums. During past few months I bought and received as gifts many dendrobiums, and now I want to go through them and see how they're doing. Now these two are aphyllum and anosmum. This one is aphyllum. It is variegated. And this one is anosmum, which is variegated too. So I removed them from my tank because the roots became so big, especially anosmum. See how big roots are? So when I was taking it from the tank to water, those roots were like in the danger of breaking, and I broke a couple. So I decided to remove it from the tank and put it here. So now the roots can do basically whatever they want and grow whatever they want. Because I'm not gonna knock them on anything here. And so they're growing here. And I think I probably leave them here for winter, for the winter rest, to keep them dry, and it's gonna be a bit colder here. So I think that will be their permanent space for these two dendrobiums. I hope there's enough light here. We'll see. The rest of my dendrobiums are in a tank now for the growing period because it's warm and humid here. I think it's good for them to grow in here. And this is Dendrobium jenkinsii, which is actually the reason that I bought more, because last spring it produced me a flower spike. I did put it on a cold windowsill for the winter, and I was not watering it, so basically it's got cold winter rest, and in the spring it produced bud. So I decided that I can bloom dendrobiums and went ahead and bought a whole bunch more. Now the bud on this one never developed because it wilted for some reason, but at least it tried. So I hope next year it will actually bloom. And right now it's growing very well. Look, there's lots of new bulbs coming out, new roots and everything. So it's doing good. And yeah, I hope next year there will be actually blooms on this one. This is Dendrobium findlayanum that I just bought recently, and there was not much roots on it, but it started to grow me keikis. This is one keiki. There's one at the base and one here. So I think I will let this keikis to grow, and then I will create a plant out of those keikis. If they will survive, of course. Now this one is Dendrobium loddiggesii. I think it's doing good on this mound. There is a little variegation on the leaves too. There. It's probably from the light. I don't know. It's doing good. I think for the winter I will take it out to the windowsill too and see if it will produce me buds, or maybe it's too small. It looks like a little seedling to me, but I'm not sure. Maybe that's how it is. Maybe it is an adult plant. But the things that I saw, I think they're bigger for the blooming size. Or maybe I have some dwarf variety. Now this is Dendrobium senile. This is one of the first that I bought. It never bloomed for me, but it didn't die either. And every year it was producing one growth. But because it was not very big plant, I never gave it winter rest. Now this year it produced me this growth, and I can see that it started yet one more. So it's definitely improvement comparing to last year. So maybe this year I will give it winter rest. It doesn't grow too many roots, but look, that root got inside of the bark and then came outside from the hole. That's funny. So that's Dendrobium senile, which I'm happy to I just keep alive. But if it will bloom next year, it will be a big bonus. Now here at the bottom, there are the larger ones. Okay, this one here is Dendrobium farmerie that I bought recently, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4 new bulbs are growing, and they're already flattening up. They look nice. It looks good. I finally found a medium that works for me, for my environment, for dendrobiums. It's a clay pot with coconut husk chips. See the roots growing like crazy? I think it's working good, so if you might try it if you want. A clay pot with coconut chips for dendrobiums. I don't know how it's gonna be in the long run, but like for a couple months, I guess, they're doing good. Now the next one here is Dendrobium lindley that I got from Rescatzel, and started me a new growth. See, new bulb is coming out. That's exciting. It's a division of her plant, and if you go check her channel, you will see this one in bloom. It's gorgeous. So there are many bulbs. It's a big plant, and now I got the new one, the new bulb that hopefully bloom next year. If you're wondering, this is Hoya findlayanum, and this is example of how deceiving the pictures on the internet can be. I did not realize that the leaves will be so huge. I mean, they're beautiful, but they're like humongous. So I just received it yesterday. I bought another batch of cuttings, and so I potted it here, and I'm waiting for it to sprout. When it sprouts, it's gonna be out of the tank, of course, because this size of plant is not gonna fit in the tank. Now the next dendrobium here is Dendrobium nobile type that I got from Lucy the cat, and look how big it is. There are 2 keikis, and she said they're from the same plant, so they can be potted together, which I did to save space. And I tried to straighten them up, and I used the chopsticks, and that was not a good idea, because see, it's all moldy now. In like just a couple of weeks, it got all moldy, so I need to replace them with something else. I didn't realize that it will be so fast, this mold thing, but it holds the shape, so I just need to find something that will not get moldy. And plant is growing, the new leaves are coming out, and it looks very nice and healthy. And again, I think it likes growing in a coconut husk chips. The new roots are growing very well. So I think there are no more dendrobiums on this side, so I can put this guys back. Now on this side I have another Hoya. I have lots of Hoyas here now. This is my Dendrobium tobaense seedling. It's been growing very well. Focus. And I actually found their new growth coming out. The bulbs are getting fatter and there are new growths coming out too. And I think roots are starting to fill up this little pot, so maybe I need to repot it, but I don't know if I should, so I'm still contemplating. Should I repot it now or should I wait for next year, for the spring? I don't know, I'll think about it and then I'll act accordingly. But it's doing great. I'm happy with this little plant. It's this little seedling, Dendrobium tobaense. Now this is my Dendrobium Hibiki, which I just bought, and it's blooming. And look how many blooms there are. And they're holding so long. There's new bulb growing on the back. Now I need to remember this, because maybe it will never bloom for me again. But this is gorgeous. And there is the last one of my dendrobiums, which is, it's there in the corner. I don't want to pull it out. It's actually the pieces of Dendrobium farmerie that broke off when I was repotting, and they started, I didn't want to throw them away, and they started to produce new bulbs. So it is growing. That's another Dendrobium farmerie that I will have. And now for the sad part. This is Dendrobium scabrilingue. I actually killed the keiki that was produced by this plant. I removed it from the mama and I potted it beside, but I think I buried it too deep and the root part rotted off from the actual plant, so it's dead. And two little keikis that were produced at the base wilted. They got browned and wilted. I don't know why. So I guess nothing good came out of this. I'm not sure why. I'm gonna keep this and hope that maybe it will produce me another keiki or something, because the actual main bulb is still alive. But it's looking pretty sad. So if you have any advice, I still don't know what happened to those keikis. I am pretty sure that I didn't get any water on them, because I was very careful. After first one got browned, I was very careful to keep it away from any water. But then shortly after, the second one browned, so I guess it's just wasn't meant to be. So I'll see what this bulb does. So that was update on all my dendrobiums to see how they're doing. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.